Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with me. If you have joined me for the second video, then it's because you really want to know how to break the habits that keep holding you back. And so first we're going to dive into awareness. But before we actually discover and uncover what behaviors are holding you back, we have to figure out what it is that you actually want. And so I'm going to bring you through a few steps to define your goal and to define the habits that you need to get there. And then we'll talk about what's holding you back. So whether you're, hopefully you're watching this video in a place where you can take some notes, but if not, you can even just think about it. So first, I want you to think about, what is one thing that if you achieve it in a year, you would be happy? And so this could be related to weight loss. This can work for anything. This can work for finances. This can work to relationships, whatever you want it to be. So what is your goal, okay? And make it specific. Okay, so let's say I want to lose weight. A lot of people come to me for fat loss, so I'm going to use that as an example. Okay, so I'm going to lose weight. I think I spelled that right. So I want to lose weight. Okay, that's not specific enough. How much weight do I want to lose? And even if y'all have heard these things before, stick with me, because I promise you, what we're going to uncover will blow your mind. We just have to start with the simple and the basics first, okay? So we're going to lose weight, let's say lose 20 pounds, It feels like a really big goal at first. So I want to lose 20 pounds. So I'm going to think about, what is it? How is my life going to look differently in a year? When you are 20 pounds lighter, or 5, 15, whatever your goal is, if your goal is to save more money, what are you doing differently then? What does your life start to imagine yourself right now as that person a year from now? What is going to look different about your life? What are your daily habits going to look like? Okay, so let's talk about that. So if I want to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to break it down into 3 areas. And so depending on the area you're focused on, it might look a little bit different. But I'm going to look at nutrition, movement, and then sleep and stress. I'm just going to put S and S, okay? So nutrition. So maybe I am eating, let's see, 1 pound of, a lot of us have heard that you need 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I'm eating ideal body weight in protein. So I'm gonna focus on protein. Mostly whole foods. Sorry if y'all can't read my handwriting. Okay, mostly whole foods. 100 ounces of water, and then let's see what else. Maybe limiting eating out. Okay, and maybe there's some other things, but list all the things you need to change in that area. Okay, with movement, let's say I am strength training 4 times a week. Strength training 4 times a week. Let's see, 7K steps a day. And yoga twice a week, because I want to stay feeling good, right? 2 times. Okay, sleep and stress. I'm getting about 7 to 8 hours. And then here I also like 7 to 8 hours. Also, I mean, it seems kind of general, but I still like to include it, but I feel like I'm managing stress well. So managing stress, okay? Just, that's right there. Okay, so you've listed the areas of ways, and I really want you to try to go deep, like visualize yourself as this person, think about all of the areas, then just pick one. So maybe right now I feel like, I have little sleep and stress might be a little bit outside of my control right now. They still wake me up at night. Movement, don't want to focus on that yet. So I'm going to start with nutrition. And so I'm going to start with one thing in the nutrition space. So I've decided I'm going to start with protein, adding protein to my diet, okay? And so in the next video, I'm going to walk you through what to do to work to get that new thing, going as a habit. So we've created awareness now. So we talked about your goal. So I want y'all to go through this. This is really, really important. Please do not skip this step. Do not skip it. So think about your goal, lose weight, and then get really specific. And then you're going to outline at least 3 to 5 areas in your life, maybe that also looks like relationships, where you need to make improvements or changes to get to that goal, okay? But then we're going to look and pick one of these areas and pick one of the habits from these areas to work on, and I'm gonna walk you through how to instill that as a habit in the next video. So don't leave me hanging, because this will be key. But do not skip this step. If you need to, wait a few minutes, but go through this on your own and get really, really detailed and write it down. There is science that shows like when we write it down and the repetitiveness, it creates more of a momentum for us. So don't skip this step. Don't just think about it. Write it in your phone, write it down, pen and paper, and then I'm going to walk you through on how to make this a habit. So join me for the next video.